nephew, my sister and him were in this old house, and it used to be like a funeral home, and they turned it into a home. And he was in there playing with his toy train, and he says, "Mom, my train, my train." His train was lighting up and everything. And but the train had.
Like a couple of years ago, out in a house that my old house that we used to rent. I was asleep, and you know, I woke up in the middle around 3 or 4 to get something to drink, and I'm walking down the hall towards the living room, and I hear little kids playing. So I'm like, that's probably my little sister, my little brother. I didn't think much of it. I'm just gonna walk in and tell them to go to sleep. As I walk towards there, it's nothing. It's just all dark. I walk back in my little brother and sister's room, turn on the light. They're both like dead asleep, you know, and that kind of bothered me a little. But there was another time where we were all asleep, like my whole family was asleep, and like right in the middle of the night, we just hear everything hit the floor, like pots and pans and everything. So we like rush into the kitchen, and we thought somebody was gonna rob us or something. As we get there, door's locked, nothing's anywhere, everything's where it should be, you know. But we heard everything hit the floor like so crisp and clearly, and when we get there, everything's perfect, nothing's wrong with it.
Well, it personally happened to me about
kind of weird.
Maybe 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I was sleeping. I came home from school. I was still in high school, so maybe last year. I graduated last year. So I went to my aunt's house, and I decided to go to sleep. I was real tired. And when I fell asleep, I already had the worst headache, but it wasn't really bad. But I literally felt somebody punch me upside my head. No joke. I know it may seem funny, but I literally felt, and I could feel the pain. And when I got up, nobody was around, so I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep, and 10 minutes later, when I felt it the second time, I felt the punch again, but this time I shifted to the other side of the bed, like somebody actually hit me.
Like you were trying to avoid it this time.
Yes, but I could feel the pain as if somebody literally was there and punched me in my head. So ever since then, I've been kind of a little iffy about sleeping at my aunt's house. I don't know if anything was going on there, but I was just that was weird for me, and I still think it was something out of the normal.
I don't know, probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I actually had a record player in my room. And I mean, I play LPs on it and everything. And, you know, and one day I had it unplugged, completely unplugged. And I walked out of my room, and I was in the kitchen, and it just came on playing for no apparent reason. And
completely unplugged.
Completely unplugged. And I walked back, and I looked at the plug, and it was completely unplugged, but the radio was on and it was blaring.
How long did this go on?
It only happened once, but I mean, it was enough to make you freak you out just a little bit.